Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. Taking it about the 1. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Carson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. On play action, Lock. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
2nd and 4. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Indy.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Colts are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play action. Now it's Lock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he'll find Pittman. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Brooks drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Carson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Block off a play action. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. On second down now, it's Carson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They run him with Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll drop the throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, here's the option. And some strong running. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop this down to Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And Metcalf, what a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A lot going to throw it here. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They look to throw. It's Locke. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll actually throw it with Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Locke, and he's got it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Clock now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to... And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger play.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.